and their presiding bishop seem trustworthy enough. Have you seen their wireless advertising? Nothing's ever new or 110% improved. So honest, it's boring.
Dons or some such.
That's a glorious dawn communication device. Our cells use them to send and receive encrypted messages.
You there, you must leave. Is that a cultist with you?
Don't worry. I'm not like these idiots running around here haplessly. If I was here to kill you, it would be no random thing. You'd know it. Are we here to kill this guy, Commander?
You're here to stop me. But if I'm stopped, the consequences will be exponential. Oh, I don't expect people like you or Augustine to understand. My work is humane and must be finished. All else is secondary. You must remove yourself from the range. I don't want your blood on my hands, but I will spill it if you force me. No, don't you understand? If my work is forestalled in any way, so many more will suffer. And I am already much too far behind. I have been forced to enact measures for self-defense in the wake of these cultists. They will serve just as effectively against you. I beg you, leave immediately. Remain and you will assuredly suffer a violent demise.
Victor, I fully understand the importance of your work. This is exactly why I push you so. Your moral justifications for delaying your delivery are misguided. Dead is dead. What matter is it if their ends come in 1 minute or 3? If you seek to be humane in your duties, fine. So long as I get the explosives in time. But if we fail to act, the order will be lost forever. Collateral damage was always inevitable, Victor. You knew this. And the longer you take in your laboratory, the greater your risk of being caught becomes. If that happens, you know what must be done. But I should remind you that such a failure will result in vastly more suffering for all parties involved. We need those explosives now, Victor. Let's finish this.
charged for mayhem!
Straight at them! Show yourself. Find them. None shall stand against us.
Aggressor at hand.
Look at the sad little sprat in his corrugated metal cage. Why don't you unlock the door and come out?
Unfriendly company. They're mine.
Fire most sloppily.
You, friend of friends, are a greater ally than any number of fellow scienticians. Oh, thank you very, very much for dealing with those cult... it seems you missed one.
What? Where? I thought we dispatched with all of those traitorous charlatans. Fine. Just trying to add some levity into this pathetic creature's drab existence.
I can see it would be best for me to tactically overlook your comrade. Very well. I see you possess our N-ray scanner. Ooh, ingenious device. If I'd had it, I may have evaded being trapped here. Oh, I shouldn't have had to worry. Damn that Victor, and damn his hubris. Fitting that his experiment would cause so much strife that he would be untouched by the ensuing pandemonium. Pardon my excitement. It's been an eventful day. I don't know the specifics, only that Victor was performing a procedure utilizing processed N-rays. When those cultists flooded the range, they damaged the N-ray canisters. In the ensuing chaos, Victor's experiment was destroyed. I know some cultists were killed, but many more still live, moving unseen through the range. Because he refused to follow procedure. He didn't take an assistant or allow anyone to see his data, and now it's all consigned to oblivion. What a waste. There's no such thing as invisibility. The cultists are out of phase. Also, I strongly recommend against exposing yourself to processed N-rays. Most of the cultists died immediately upon exposure, and according to past experiments, those that haven't are experiencing accelerated organ liquefaction. But if you're not attached to the solid state of your organs, I suppose it might be nice to be less visible for a few hours. Oh, believe me, this is more excitement than I ever wanted.
The threat of extinction is the mother of invention, after all.
Now, on to other things. Thank you so much for tuning in to the one wireless station in Arcadia that doesn't tell you what to think, only what to buy.
We pluck a sprat straight from a trap, then smash 'em flat and fry 'em.
Approach my holdout. I once again ask you to stop. The path ahead is filled with unseen traps. Whether cultist or wayward scientist, you will be killed. I cannot afford your interruption. Once more, please cease. How many times must I say only death lies ahead? Observe, you have been personified. The time for that
Assist me, will you? Commander, stop dying at once!
I never wanted this situation to escalate like this. You must understand. But now, all that I wanted is cast to the wind. There is but one option left to me. To save Arcadia, to ensure the future, we must both die. I was warned that you would attempt to. You would use subterfuge to sway me. I cannot allow this. I cannot allow our efforts to be in vain. If De Vries does not receive my explosive, she will resort to a violent assault. Many will die, pointlessly, and in agony. I can at least deliver them an instant, painless death. I thought this explosive vest would be an unnecessary precaution. All I can hope is that by blasting us both from the field of play, the Order shall find its way to truth. Want has nothing to do with it. I have very specific instructions on how to proceed in the face of contingencies such as yourself. And you cannot possibly understand whether I am or am not capable of martyrdom. You do not know my depth of character. At the end of all things, my decisions were predestined. I am not at liberty to divulge the reasoning behind my actions. You're not with the Order. You cannot understand why this would be. Could I explain, the words would be lost on you. Your verbiage does not conceal the gaps in your knowledge. But the presiding bishop has taught us that ignorance is not a punishable sin. If the Order is not prevented from reaching its true potential and solves the universal equation, all scientific uncertainty and any associated suffering will end. If what you say is true, then you have my tentative thanks. However, scientific certainty would absolutely have prevented that from happening. We would have predicted it. De Vries opened my eyes. The Order is on the path to absolute truth. And if they are not interrupted, this truth can be pursued. The one right path for humanity revealed to us. Politics cannot bind us. Uncertainty cannot strangle. and no one can be allowed to waltz in and hurl our plans into disarray. What? How do you not understand the present situation? What coward would strap an explosive device to himself? That's not all this. Helping DeVries, completing the work on my explosives is important. It matters. DeVries agrees. Augustine couldn't have done such a thing. She was on a secret mission at the time. I don't wish to believe you, but what you're saying has the ring of truth to it. I've been a fool going along with this farce. But it stops now. My relationship with Augustine is at an end.
This poor fool seemed intent on doing himself and us both. Impressive work convincing him otherwise. Let's say I have a go at him with my disemboweling knife. See what he knows. Might want to stand back. This could get messy. If I do it right. Now then, Victor. Let's you and me conversate about your friend and her plans. Knew the little fellow was lacking in fortitude, but I must admit to a certain inexplicable dismay at how quickly he passed. Maybe my enthusiasm just got the better of me. Still able to get what we needed, though. Seems he was trying to find a way to send explosive devices out of phase so they could remain undetected once placed. He was a little hard to understand at the end there, but I think he wanted to make sure the people were killed instantly and didn't suffer. As if that would have mattered to them.
Alrighty then, it's well past time for more merry melodies.
You need to toughen up, Commander. Let's move on. I'm certain there's more killing to be done elsewhere.
Getting burned, he was unscrupulous, and he sweetly rose. When you do your business, laser further than anything goes. You buy low, you sell high, you profit more. You cut the cost, you raise your prices, profits soar. The joy of laissez-faire. Oh, you know it well. Come on, Cat, let's go!
Boy, damn it! We've killed every traitor in this place, but their treasonous scum of a hierarch wasn't among them. I like the cut of your jib, Commander. Extinguishing the life of Hierarch Ziegler is definitely our next priority. They were operating under his orders. But since he wasn't here to lead them in person, they would have maintained regular contact using one of our communication devices. We should return to the one we saw earlier. It will hopefully yield some worthwhile information. This is it, the Dawn's communication device. Let's see what I can find on it. Not much, but there are a few encrypted messages from Ziegler reporting on a rift in Paradise Island he was sent to study. Idiot didn't even have enough respect to stay to kill me himself. Well, it's of no consequence. Now that I know where he is, let's go show him the error of his ways. I'm right behind you, but...
Was only 1.8% and wholly due to human error. Moving on. A recent report on the new Sprats Up condiment substitute currently rolling out in test markets claimed the product has a might tangy 110% real Sprat flavor. Correction. Sprats Up actually contains real Sprat flavorings. Still a mite tangy though. That part's 110% correct. Okay, enough corrections. So we made a few mistakes. No need to keep harping on them for law's sake. Now, on to other things. This is one of my favorites, though admittedly I'm far from discerning. That was sponsored by Auntie's Choice Office of Munitions and Catering. Time to restock your arsenal? Planning a key business dinner or banquet event? They have everything you need in one place. Next up, something reasonably peppy.
Commander. Caught me cogitating. I was just thinking about making some tweaks to Val. Hoping it'll help.
The all-singing dramatization of Auntie's inspirational origins.
You know your automechs. All of the above, more or less. Val's old in automech years, so she requires a lot of routine maintenance to prevent her hardware systems from deteriorating further. Yep, gotta fill the hours with something, right? Most times I find working on Val relaxing, actually. Meditative. It's nice being able to identify a problem and just fix it. That's it exactly. Everything else turns into kind of a low static hum. Easier to ignore. Val saved my life after Horizon Point, and she's been saving my life every day since. Partly, I'm just glad to return the favor, even if I am just putting off the inevitable. Anyway, I've taken up enough of your time yammering, but thanks for stopping by. Victor wasn't exactly the partner in crime I envisioned DeVries to have. Someone with a little more grit. That man back there? Reckon a tough crossword puzzle would have eventually sent him over the edge, even if we hadn't come along. And DeVries had him building a bomb. She obviously manipulated him into acting against his conscience. But he didn't leave us room to show him any grace neither. You ever wonder what might have happened if DeVries had let us in on her initial plan? Surely we wouldn't have been taken in by her rhetoric like Victor. Right? No, yeah, of course. Stupid question. It's just... I look at someone like Victor and see the trap I might have fallen into. True, but DeVries is still DeVries. She's good at deconstructing folks, uncovering their points of failure. She'd have known I had my heart set on being a hero. After Triangulum, all I wanted was to do for other colonies what Augustine had done for mine. Still do, if I'm honest. I will say, it's a lot easier to do just that nowadays. With you around, that is. Thanks for letting me wax for a bit. We can get back to what we were doing now. Unless there was something else you needed. Always up for a little back fence talk, though I'm guessing you don't mean Val. Can't say I know her well enough to have much in the way of an opinion. She seems capable, and shockingly, she hasn't tried to sell me anything yet. She's still got more loyalty to Auntie's choice than they have to her, but maybe we can help her see that one day. Well, he hasn't brought the hammer down upon us yet, so I suppose that's something. I still wouldn't play the odds on him choosing us over the Protectorate if it came right down to it, but I'd be happy to be proven wrong there. I think she'd have a hell of a time passing the Directorate psychological screening. Don't much care for all her talk about disembowelment neither. Truth be told, I don't know her all that well. Reckon she's unmoored and grabbing for anything that feels like purpose, same as the rest of us. At least that's what I would say if I was feeling charitable. Most days, I send her out the airlock if it came to a vote. Sure thing. I trust you've got particulars in mind.
Now with 110% of your daily chemicals and preservatives. Anti-Fizzle's Purple Berry Lunch. There's always time for Purple Berry Lunch. Anti-Fizzle's Purple Berry Lunch. When you don't have time for Purple Berry Lunch, there's always Purple Berry Lunch.
Such thing as free advice.
Also available in 2
Run, don't walk to spend your hard-earned bits on these quality anti-goods or services. Our Iffy Jiffy mail order division informs it is now offering the Pan Pharmacon 5 walk-in industrial microwave. Originally developed for secretive research laboratories for purposes we may only guess at, the Pan Pharmacon 5 is now available to you, the unremarkable everyday consumer. Step inside and let electromagnetic waves bathe over you, exciting your molecules and curing such ailments as dropsy, sciatica, narcolepsy, rickets, night sweats, and collectivism. Not recommended for longer than 1 second at a time. Not responsible for temporary or permanent damage to eyes, teeth, skin, or general lifespan. Ask your doctor if a walk-in industrial microwave is right for you. Right. Moving on. This one reminds me of the morning we drove the Protectorate from Fairfield. A good day for personal freedom and fair trade.
Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it down.
Pick it up, tip it up, plug it down.
It's Fizzos, Fizzos, we love Fizzos, Fizzos, Spectrum Vodka.
white and orange too. Yellow, even violet. Spectrum makes you smile.
To what do we owe the pleasure?
Enemy spotted. For me!
Spectrum vodka.
I'm not going to deny killing these traitors was invigorating, but their leader still needs to be dealt with. That I'm really going to enjoy.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
Amplified across the rings of Elysium, from the boardroom to the bottom rung. This is wireless-free Arcadia, official frequency of Auntie's Choice.
There are so many reasons to shop for Auntie's Choice products. We have a wide range of goods for every budget, from the most extravagant to the most bit-minded of customers. We have food and drink for every...
Why are you still alive? There's been some ghastly mistake. We must speak on the latest revelation before you compound it by killing me. You're obviously unaware that you've been officially marked for death. Otherwise, you'd have killed yourself and saved us all the trouble. It's unfortunate I was unable to inform you of this before you killed so many loyal members of the Dawn. But so be it. Glad we were able to clarify all of that. Well?
This idiot obviously thinks I will just kill myself on his say-so. Ziegler, what's got into your brain pan? You used to be a dedicated member of the Dawn. How could you think there was a legitimate kill order on me?
You were revealed as a betrayer through the sanctified channel. How can you disobey a revelation from on high, when you yourself exhorted us constantly to never do such?
You make a compelling point. But then again, so does my knife. Let me introduce you to it. Why the fuck not?
Whooping fits. Childhood gout. Adult rickets.
You're such the jester, Commander. You actually had me going there for a minute. Now, where were we? Oh, that's right. It's time to stick Ziegler here like a cysty pig on a spit. I can't believe what Hierarch Ziegler was saying. How could there be an official kill order out on me? The poor fools probably thought they were just fulfilling their duty. Of course not. What a ridiculous question.
Inflammation.
I'm sure I don't know.
Night sweats. Flatulation.
If only it were that simple. It should be impossible for someone to infiltrate our communication systems, especially when it comes to a high-level communique. Unless they somehow have our codes. This could only mean that one of our members has been compromised.
Insomnia.
I have no idea. If I go anywhere near one of our encampments, I'll be forced to kill members who believe they're following orders. Of course, any member of the Dawn who turns on me without thinking is asking for death, but this could still make solving this even more difficult. Don't worry. I'll stay on as part of your crew until I get this all figured. It's given me an impressive amount of opportunities for killing, and all the killing helps me think. Damn straight they should have.
Sleep tight with
And now, a word from our sponsors. The stamen of a typical Arcadian Titan flower, or Colossicus arum, is responsible for dumping several pounds of dander into the local atmosphere each pollination cycle. Multiply that by the dozens surrounding most settlements, and the many other flowers megaflora native to the colony, and you have a recipe for gunky eye, goop lung, post-nasal flooding, and worse. Unless you stop...
Clara, you owe me a sparring session. Get your gloves and warm up.
What? Again? I don't suppose you'd accept that.
I already promised I won't throw elbows this time. Where's your fighting spirit?
Must have had it knocked clean out of me. In fact, why don't I go look for it now?
This is for anyone out there who just lost out on a big promotion. Keep your chin up. Next time. Free Arcadia, the best thing since sliced breadworm. Now with 110% more music, entertainment, news, and product placement. Following the cravenly untoward attack on Outpost Opportunity, Herbert Feld from the Department of Mock Civilian and Tactical Confabulation has issued the following statement. Fellow employees, I share your umbrage and hunger for retribution against the perpetrators of this act. Such tactics are expressly prohibited per our corporate accord. Under paragraph 79 of the horrible methods and means indicating throwing fuel at each other to be tacky, improvident, and mean. Having seen the results firsthand, we vociferously agree. Yet before you begin taking hot shots at presumed wrongdoers, I urge caution. For now, with a prodigious degree of bluster and ample teeth gnashing. Local order at the...
Stay vigilant. Report any suspicious activity or hearsay.
I used to love taking the train across Dorado. Seeing the Marcasite caverns, the silence of the desolate plains. But that's all in the past now.
10 more pages. Skipping ahead. More bluster. Some vacillation. Several grammatical errors. An extended metaphor about a tramicular and tossball. Mixed metaphor.
The plan can wait. Our lines will not. Good subjects arrive 15 minutes early to avoid missing their train.
That's an order. More on this topic as it develops. Now, on to other things. Thank you so much for tuning in to the one wireless station in Arcadia that doesn't tell you what to think, only what to buy.
Wireless Free Arcadia presents our top requested marketing melody, Borst Rockets by the Herschel System.
Borst rockets. Borst rockets. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your life today. When you miss the cough or chow, but you want to eat something now, you'll go for lunch with Borst rockets. When your team is getting creamed and your wingers out of steam.
This place reeks of death. I believe refugees attempted to take solace from the fighting here. I only hope they found peace in oblivion.
hope this does not turn back into an active war. This is the Order's anti-air control center. If you don't have specific business here, kindly keep moving.
My apologies. My work requires a rather high amount of focus, and as such, I'm unable to engage in idle chatter. I'll assume you forgot your key card this time.
Assuming you have taste, you surely will as well.
Hello? Someone there? Yes? Did the missive not play, or was it garbled in some way? Are you somehow struggling with coherence? If so, to be clear, Zarania Manufactory 7 presently and for an indeterminate time is in lockdown. That means no external transmissions, no visitors. Yes, I'm sure you're quite a big number over at the Earth Directorate, whatever that is. Wasn't there a popular work of speculative fiction that used that name? For children?
Stranger, the Order bids you welcome, but also warnings. In light of the recent attack on Auntie's Choice, you may want to make haste to Matriarch's Mercy. It's just down the road here. I can't rightly say, and that is rather concerning in its own right. It seems our temporary ceasefire with the corporatists may be at its end. The presiding bishop sent you. Then I'd advise making for it post-haste. You'll find safety there. The rest of this area, less so. The Order controls everything south of this point, but the rest is beset with various dangers. Zealots, scavengers, creatures, and corporatists. Well, not certain about that last one anymore after the attack. Cultists, mad to the last one. You can usually identify them by their outlandish,
Outlandish what now? Did you have a point you wish to make?
Their outlandish disregard for convention.
It's a good thing you're smarter than you look, or you'd be scraping your innards up off the ground right about now.
They're both unstable and violent. Auntie's forces call them scrappers, and uses them for just that, gathering scrap materials. Excessive abuse of stimulants has made them severely unbalanced and prone to violence. They've also been known to pose as refugees, to lure their victims into ambushes. There are several camps of them northwest of here. I'd strongly advise keeping your distance. The creatures are of the genus Varachnid. They are large enough to kill a full-grown human, and exceedingly willing to do so.
May all your endeavors elicit expected results.
None shall stand against us!